안녕하세요, Nifties. Welcome to Knittery Nicole. I am Nicole, and we are a crafting community. So grab your work in progress, and let's start our 10-minute crafting break. Tonight, I am drinking bokumjari, which is a ginger and honey kind of like tea. It's kind of a syrup. It's perfect. It's kind of a syrup, and then you add hot water to it. I guess you can also add cold water, but I don't feel like it dissolves as well. I've been having kind of like a little bit of an upset stomach, and so I think ginger is something good to help kind of calm your stomach. I am working on my Treat Yourself Granny Square Hexagon sweater pattern, and I right now am working on the sleeve. Here's my sleeve. This is the side, and of course I'm using my Karen, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Karen cotton painterly cakes. So cute. I kind of a little bit adjusted this pattern. She wanted, or the pattern calls for you to do a few more of the Granny Square hexagons before you start the cuff, and I'm working on the cuff now. But because it's kind of I wanted it to be a summer sweater, and so I'm thinking that it'll be cuter with a 3/4 length sleeve, especially because I often wear my watch, and I like the watch to not be covered because I want to use the watch. So I did kind of a dramatic decrease, and I tried to count it out, but it's not very good, but that's okay. So I did do the decrease, and it is going to be, I think, pretty cute. So I'm working just on the cuff here. Tonight is July 3rd, and here I'm going to do another decrease. I think I have 22 stitches, so I think I want to do 3 decreases. And she has this really smart way of doing a decrease where you start a double crochet but not finish it. Oh no, you do a whole, yeah. And then you go to the next one and start another double crochet and then finish it there. And then what that does is it, in the place of 2 stitches, there's only 1 right there. I already did quite a few decreases to get the cuff at the size that I wanted, but now I am going to just do a few more because she said that she wanted to have 18 altogether. And I think that the 18 is going to fit me just right. I started here, so I'm about halfway through. Maybe I'll do another decrease. I feel that it's good to kind of spread out your decreases so that it doesn't look too bunched up all together. As I was saying, tonight is July 3rd, and that is tomorrow is July 4th, and July 4th is Independence Day in the United States. So it's something that, you know, we have a holiday for it, and families often get together. Families and friends often get together to have a barbecue. It's a fun time, but right now times are a little bit difficult. I'm going to do a decrease here. And so a lot of people are saying that we should boycott the 4th of July. And I understand why they might want to make that statement. But I feel that, you know, when you do that, you miss out on the opportunity to be in community with others. And you know, based on our channel here, that I really think community is important. And so missing out on an opportunity to be together seems a little bit counterintuitive. So I will be meeting up with my family and friends to go ahead and have that opportunity. I want to check the sleeve and make sure it's not too small, so I'm going to clip this. If I had my stitch markers, I would check that. I think one of the good things about, knitting or crocheting your own clothes is that you can, this is the top, sorry. Knitting or crocheting your own clothes is that you are able to really size it to your arm or to your body, and I feel like that's good. I also wanted it to have a little bit of a drape, and I feel like that is accomplished, so I'm gonna do another layer, and I feel like it would be nice to, I feel like I want it to be a little bit thicker, so instead of this double, I'm gonna start doing a single crochet. So I will do that one to make the height that I need, because I want it to look like a cuff, and I feel like that's gonna kind of achieve that. Okay, we'll see how that works. The other thing is if you look at her pattern, it's kind of a gradual decrease, and then it just tapers into the cuff. No, like, kind of ruching, no bunching, but I like it to be a little bit bunched because I saw a different crochet cardigan that had a little bit of a puff. There is a story that I love and that I've loved since I was a kid. I used to love the movie, but then I also love the books called Anne of Green Gables. And Anne is and it's kind of an older story. And Anne loves puff sleeves. And I think that ever since I have watched that movie and read her books by Lucy Maud Montgomery, I've also kind of had a fascination with puff sleeves. They did a remake of Anne of Green Gables. I think they did it on Netflix. And honestly, it was so good. I'm a person that kind of likes the traditional way of doing things, and I loved the Anne of Green Gables, the original, and I loved the book so much that I really couldn't imagine a reinterpretation of it, but they did a good job. I think that they gave a little bit more depth to the characters. Okay, so I'm almost at the end here. I'm gonna go right here, and then here's the top, and I'm just gonna, oh, it's getting a little bit tight. Maybe I was a little bit stressed out. I'm gonna go in here and just yarn, or I'm not sure what they call it, like pull the stitch through. Okay, here we go. Let me measure it again. It's kind of looking a little small. Let's see. I mean, in a way it'll be good because, oh, it does fit. It'll keep the sleeve up, but it's also a little bit tight here. Okay, so I did a few decreases. So I think I'm going to go through, and unfortunately I'm going to frog all of this, which is, sometimes the way of it, especially when you are straying from the pattern. So I did do an extra decrease right here. So let's start with that one. And that might actually be enough because it was just a little bit too tight. And like I said, I do want to be able to, that it'll be like hold up in its spot. At any rate, Nifties, our time is up for this evening. I wanted to share something with you about the dentist, but I guess I'll save that for tomorrow. For those of you in the United States, happy 4th of July, whether or not you're celebrating, or, if you're celebrating, happy 4th of July. For those of you around the world, I will probably take a little break for tomorrow. We'll see how things go. But I will be back on the weekend to give us our next a 10-minute crafting break. 안녕.